Hello, everybody. How y'all doing today? It is Rusty Champagne, and welcome back. We are here once again in Factory Town Idle. Today, we are going through our fourth episode of our playthrough series, and this episode, we are going to begin what I would like to call the hunt for red coins. What we mean by that, if we take a look here, once again, we've got our time tokens that we will have earned from the last time we were away. So we can earn 180. We would have possibly earned 1,384. And we will close this up. So, what we mean by the hunt for red coins, if you remember from our last episode, we were doing a lot of work in getting our town happy. And by doing that, we also got ourselves to a point where we're selling a lot of things for yellow coins. And we've increased our experience quite significantly per second. But we're not really doing anything with red coins because to this point, we've still only found two things that we can sell that are actually giving us red coins, and that's these wood wheels and these shovels. And that's been it so far. So we're going to see if we can actually change that in this episode and see if we can start getting ourselves that are going to start giving us some red coins because hey, red coins are just as good as yellow coins, and in some cases they're actually better because we're going to need them for a lot of upgrades down the road. And we'll need a lot of yellow coins too, don't get me wrong, but we're going to see if we can find some things that are going to give us some red ones this time around. So first thing, we're going to come in here. We're going to get our 3 quest coins from our daily reward. I'm also going to go in here and in this world perks, I'm going to do a couple things here in the world perks. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put another point, give us another level in idle gain. So that way we will start getting now, we will get 360 time tokens, which is the equivalent of 6 hours of time tokens. Not that we're going to ever use those, at least not right now, but maybe somewhere down the road we'll use that many. The other thing I'm going to also do, and this one will be a little bit more expensive, but I'm also going to put some points here into the town experience boost. And what that will do is that's going to immediately have an impact on our experience points that we get here, which is going to also help us to level up faster. And that's not a bad thing by any means. So we should start leveling up 20% faster when we do this. And so if we click this, we see we go from 310 per second to 436 per second. And if we do it once more, that'll push us all the way up to 509 per second. Heck, let's do it one more time. Why not? 581 per second that we're getting now. So everything that we were getting 1 point per second for, we're now getting 1.6 points per second for. So, hey, leveling up faster can't be a bad thing now, can it? At least I don't think so. So let's now get into it. And we've still got a ton of these town perk points. So what else can we do with our town perks? Let's see. Another thing I think I'm going to do, and I'm going to see if I can do all this and not break anything. So I'm going to put another level here into, can I? Yeah. So I'm going to put another level into market sell speed, which is going to also help us. So now we're up to 650 per second. And have I broken anything? I have not. How about that? Nothing here is starting to flash yellow at me. So that's great. The other thing I was going to do was possibly put something into crafting speed and harvesting speed over here, but it doesn't appear as if I need to because nothing is really broken. So we're going to put some points in some other places here because this will maybe be important to us as we go here. So we're going to put some points into research speed. So we're going to increase our research. We're going to speed up our research. Right now it's at 10%. We're going to make it 20%. And we're going to go ahead and make it 30% because we've got a bunch of town perk points, so we might as well start using them. Let's see, what else can we do? We're going to also level up our sell value because that's going to help to get us more coins from everything. So right now we're getting 20% more coins. So now we'll go to 30%. So we're at 290 and 28 and a half. So we'll go here. We're going to bump this up. And that's going to move us up to 340 and 33.46. And we might as well bump it up one more time. Why not? So there we go. There's another bump in that. We'll bump up research speed again. Why not? We're spending all the purple diamonds. All of them are going. It's a clearance sale on purple diamonds. Now, I'm still not going to worry about these harvesting speeds, crafting speeds, primarily because we're selling. We'd have to be selling enough to have that make a difference, because eventually we'll just max ourselves out on crafting, and since we're not in any kind of danger of like running ourselves dry on anything, in the end, you're going to only get as much experience as you can based on the amount that you're selling. So in the end, the selling speed is going to make the most difference. So crafting faster is only, you're going to still get log jammed because you're going to end up with a warehouse full of stuff and you're not going to be selling it. So you're going to be making it faster and you're selling it, and that's not going to help you out that much down the road. Let's see. Should we also increase construction speed and construction cost? Yeah, sure. Why not? So we'll now be constructing buildings 150% faster than normal, and they'll cost us 36% fewer resources than normal. So now we're down to 17 town perk points, and that's pretty good for now. So now that I've spent the first, I don't know how many minutes doing things other than the hunt for red coins, let us now begin the hunt for red coins. So let's see, what do we have here in quests? We've only got 4 quests here right now. We've got one to produce some paper. We've got one to produce some refined stone bricks, and those are slowly working away. Let's take a look at our research, see what we have here that we can research, because we do have a quest to build a pasture. So if we look down there, there's a quest to build a pasture. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to put a couple points into building a pasture. We also have a quest here to research a furnace. So while we're doing that, let's also get our town back to completely happy. So if we look here, the things that are not currently in play, or the things that we haven't done anything about yet, are the coal and the animal feed, because those are the ones that we just got at the end of our last episode. So let's start making some coal, which comes from coal deposits. If we look at our harvester huts, these are all harvesting speed upgrades, which I'm not going to worry about right now. So we will get a couple more harvester huts, but I can't do that because I'm out of workers. So we'll step back. We're going to build 5 more houses, and that'll give us 20. Oh, that'll give us it gives us an odd number per time. So it's going to give us 27 more workers. And now that we have 25 houses built, what upgrade do we have here? Oh, workers per house. So that's nice. So this will give us an additional 30% per house on top of what we had. And it only costs us 16,000 yellow coins, and we have way more than that right now. So we're going to go here, upgrade. And so now we have 59 available workers. We've also now leveled to level 10 already. So let's go ahead and take care of this, see what we get here. We're going to get 10 more quest coins. That's really nice. 26 more purple diamonds for town perks, 21 more pieces of land, and another 55,000 yellow coins, because why not? Then we're going to come down here, complete this. And so 5 more quest coins. Now we have something called assignment, which honestly, I have never used this. So let's see, when active, production capacity will automatically be balanced to aim for 100. Oh, yeah, I have done this before. So what this will do is you can use this on anything in the game. So if we were to go here and click on any one of these things here. So let's click on, where's one where we might be a bit heavy? So if we go here to water, and if we click automatic assignments, this should drop. So it has dropped us down. So if we take this off and put it back to where we were. So we were there and we had 8 capacity from harvester huts in water. So now if we go to automatic assignment here, this is going to bring it down so that it tries to get it as close to 100% as it can. So I guess that really could be nice, because that way you don't have to do as much maneuvering of your huts and of other things, so that way you can keep on producing as much as you're using further down. I honestly haven't used it all that much, and it would probably be something where I'd have to go in and click all these things individually. So I'm not going to worry about that for now, but it is, I mean, it's neat to see what it's actually doing. Because, like I said, that's not something I'd ever really focused on all that much before. So maybe I'll do that as an offline thing. We'll see. So, anyway, back to here. And now we're going to go back to the coal and back to the coal deposits. And now that we have enough, now that we have some extra workers, we can make some more harvester huts. Let's make 4 more of those, which will give us 16 more available capacity because every hut is giving us 4 capacity. So we will go here and we need 1.5 production in order to meet our demand. So we'll bump that up 1 more. Excuse me. And then we will put 1 into coal. So now we've immediately met our demand here. We are using up our coal deposits a little bit, and I don't think that we have anything right now that regenerates those, but it's very, very slight in terms of what we're using up here. And I don't think that we have the coal cultivation. That might be a research, possibly. I don't see it here, but we'll see if we can find that. So anyway, we've completed the pasture. So it's going to allow us to make eggs, wool, fertilizer, milk, which is going to then impact our total fulfillment because now we have these other things that are also needing to be fulfilled. None of those, unfortunately, are giving us yellow coins. So let's see. The hardware store is going to be things that are going to give us yellow coins. So what are the things here that we are going to get? So we're making wood wheels, and that I believe is iron ingots, if I remember right. So the thing that we can do now is I believe we can harvest iron ore. Yeah, we can. So let's go there. So if we look at our iron ore, we're not harvesting any of this. So let's start harvesting some iron ore. And that will put us in a position where we can harvest that much and it won't impact our total iron ore deposit. So we can harvest 1.2 per second. And can we then make iron ingots, or is that something? Let's see. Do we go to our research and can we do it? Maybe with the furnace. Okay, so if we go here and research the furnace, then we can get iron ore deposits. It'll give us, that'll give us some additional storage and fire. So, those are the requirements. So we got to have those as the requirements taken care of. And then that gives us the furnace and it gives us some additional things here. So let's get this research going because I think we can do this. And yeah, we shouldn't run out of any of those resources in 3.5 minutes. So we should be fine there. Let's see, what else can we do? Well, we got a ton of shovels. Let's see, if we look here, what does this give us? It gives us a bunch of things that we can research: quartz, jewelry. Okay, so, there's the iron ingot. So in order to get that, we need to get the, how do we get those? So they can be sold at the hardware store. They're produced at the forge. Okay, so there we go. In order to get iron iron ingots, we need to build the forge. And in order to build the forge, we need to research the forge. So let's go here. And now we're going to build a couple more. Oh, we have run ourselves completely dry on coal. Oh, yeah, that's right, because we're not producing nearly that much of it. Okay, so let's stop the furnace and let's go here. And now we've got 4 researchers on the forge. I'm going to build a couple more schools. And we're going to see if we can get ourselves up to 6 researchers. And will that eat up my iron deposits? Is that going to be too much? Am I pushing it too far? That's iron ore. So it might push it a little too far, but we're going to try here. So I'm going to push this. So we're going to get ourselves to where we're making a little bit more of this. And yeah, it's going to eat into our iron ore deposits, and I think we'll still be fine because we're not losing that many. So now we're making plenty of iron ore, which is going to help us with our research, which should be done in 13 minutes here because that's actually using iron ore. And while that's happening, we're going to take a look here. That's just coal, that's iron ore that are going down, and both of those I know about. I'm actually going to go up here and I'm going to use like 13 minutes of time to get this research done just to speed things up. And so we'll let this go. Ooh, look at those iron deposits go down. So I might need to back this off just a smidge. So we will back that off just a bit, and that still gives us 3 minutes. Okay, and we just now finished that. Okay, so now we have the forge, and now we can start building iron ingots. But I've now kind of broken things a little bit. Okay, that's actually now regenerating, so we're actually fine there. We're actually now full on iron ore. That's why our iron deposits were going down so much, because during that time that we were speeding up, where the amount of iron that we're prospecting is now 5.88 per second. And that's because we got that all the way up to level 18. So now I see why we were using so much of our iron ore deposits. I can talk. Really, I can talk. I promise you I can. So let's go here. And we're going to go to the forge. And we're going to start making some iron ingots. So we have to build some forges. So we'll build a few of these. And if we look at iron ingots, how many of these do we need? So we need 1.5 in order to fulfill demand. And look at that, we got red coins. The quest is beginning, and it may even be successful here. So we are going to do one more forge. We might even do one more, because I think that at 5 that might give us an upgrade here. Maybe, will it? No, not at 5. That must be at 10. But we will put capacity into this. So now we are doing 5 iron ingots. Or we're doing 1.28 iron ingots per second. We got 5 capacity here. We can start selling these iron ingots. We have to build a couple more hardware stores in order to do that. And so there we go. And all we needed is 1 in order to do that. So perfect. So now we are right. We've got some more red coins going. So now we're up to 49 red coins per second. That's great. We are eating into our iron ore deposits just a little bit. So maybe I can back this down. Is that having any effect? That's going to not have too much effect there. We're slowly eating into them. So how can we go about getting ourselves some more iron ore deposits? I know that that's a research. So let's see if we can research this and get some more. So I think that might be maybe back to the furnace. Will that do it? Or because the thing that we don't have, we don't have anything that is replenishing our iron ore deposits right now. So we might just run that out. And if we run that out, then it's just going to slow down all the production of everything as a result of that. But that's not the worst thing in the world here. And we can kind of live with that. Now we can see we actually have a couple of new quests here. One to produce 100,000 iron ingots and another one to produce 25,000 iron ingots. So as like I said before, these quests start bumping up really, really quickly in terms of the number of things that you have to produce in order to finish a quest. Like we've already got one that's 25,000 and another one that's 100,000. So that it goes fast in terms of the way those things ramp up. So let's go back to the hardware store and let's take a look at this again. So this next thing, copper ingots. So we can do those also at the forge. So we need copper ore in order to do that, which you can get at the harvester hut. But we need copper ore deposits in order to do that, and we can't get there until we reach level 11, which we're just about to do, as we can see here, because we're 2 minutes out from reaching level 11. So at level 11, we can start making copper ore, which we can then turn into copper ingots, and that will allow us to get another source of red coins. So now we're going to see if we can fix our issue with iron ore deposits. So if we go here and if we click on this, how can we go about getting more iron ore deposits? I know there's a way to see it, because right now cultivating isn't going to help us because we're not cultivating any iron ore deposits. So we have to get those cultivated. Don't want upgrades. We need things with research. So it might be oh yeah, here we go. It's mining. So we have to get our mining research done. So if we go here, I'm going to put 3 capacity in it. We're eating into our shovels, and I wonder how many shovels do we have? Yeah, that's going to be an issue because we don't have nearly enough shovels. So I can't put 3 into there because we're going to completely deplete our shovels. So let's see if we back this all the way down to 1, even then. So we might have to start making more shovels in order to do this because we're going to completely use them up. So let's see, can we make a few more shovels just to help us out with this? So let's give this a try, see what happens. Okay, let's do that because that doesn't, so we're not really eating into our shovels too quickly now. So we might be all right with this. So that's going to take us like 20 minutes. All right, let's speed this up. This is where I really like these time tokens, is when you're doing research, because it really just helps to speed research up. And look at that, we're level 11. So let's speed this up. Yeah, we completely ran ourselves out. So that's going to slow everything down with the research. And we're still 16 minutes. And yeah, we're going to need a ton of shovels. So we're going to have to see if we can find a way to fix that. So let's see if we can make a few more shovels. So we're going to make a couple more workshops here. And by doing that, that should give us an upgrade here for production capacity, which costs us 30,000 red coins, and we have 184,000. So that's fine. So we're going to go here. I'm just trying to make as many shovels as I can so we can finish up that research. So now we're making a ton of shovels, and that's okay. But we do have to come here and we have to fix our planks because now we're using all kinds of planks to make shovels. And now our lumber mill is running a little bit. So yeah, we're just barely eating into our planks. That should be okay. We're not really losing that much in the way of planks per second, but we are burning wood like crazy. So we do have to fix that. So that fixes that up, and that's now we're eating into our trees. So we do have something here for tree cultivation speed, which will double our tree cultivation. Fix that. So now we're at 17.4. Still not enough. How far are we down? Just barely. So we will go here and we will get another tree forester going. And now that's fine. So we seem to be okay there. And we're slowly, okay, so this is stone. So we're messing up our stone here as well. Now that's fine. And we can't do anything about the planks, but we're just barely eating into them. And now we're going to actually go here. Level 11. Look at that. Level 11. We've leveled twice in this short period of time. So we are going to go here. Get these items. Purple diamonds, land, 73,000 yellow coins, 36,000 red coins. And now we are going to go here, and we should have copper deposits. And there, oh no, that's coal deposits. So how do we get the copper deposits then? Oh, we have to turn in the quest. Here we go. So we got to turn in this quest. So now we can harvest copper ore, make copper ingots, and go from there. So now we have copper deposits as a resource. So let's click on that. That's going to give us copper. So we'll put some productivity into there. We are eating up our fire. So we do have to fix this as well. So the bakery production capacity. Oh, this is the one that we couldn't afford yesterday. And now we have 75,000 red coins. So we'll go ahead and do this. So now we have double capacity in our bakeries, which is good. So now we have 10 available bakeries and didn't have to build, or 10 available capacity and didn't have to build another bakery. But I didn't really need that because I needed the fire. So that didn't really help me out at all. But now I got plenty of bakeries. So there we go. That's always good. Okay. So now the fire is fixed. The wood's not good. And we're going to see if we can fix the wood. We need, we do actually need some more harvester huts here. So let's build a couple more of those. And we're going to get that fixed. Now we got to go up here. We need more trees. It all just kind of goes, it keeps on spinning backwards all the time. So now we have 10. That should give us forester production capacity. How much is that? 80,000. Ugh, that's expensive, but I'm going to do it because that doubles us there. So we're going to do that. And now everything's fine there. So now we are using a little bit in our copper ore. There is something that gives us, so there is something that gives us prospecting speed. Oh, but the issue is we don't want that because we need the, so what would fix this? There is a town perk here. I think maybe it's prospecting speed. Will that impact or will that hurt us? So let's click on this. It doesn't help us. So I was looking to see if these numbers were going to change here, and they did not. Will cultivation speed help? No, it does not. That doesn't help us there either. Oh, yeah, it's because that's right. This is the issue that I had before, is the fact that we don't have anything that is regenerating these deposits. So we need something that's going to regenerate these deposits, and that's where we're running into the issue, is that we don't have anything that regenerates them. So if we look at our research, okay, can I speed this up again? And that's why we needed the mining, so that way we could actually start doing that. So I should be able to speed up the mining now. Yeah, because we're making plenty of shovels. So let's speed up the mining. And it will take 9 minutes to get that finished. Okay. Oh, no, that was a different quest. Oh, but we did finish up the research. Okay. So there's that. So now we can prospect iron ore deposits, and we can research coal prospecting, which will help us to get coal deposits back. Okay. And that means that now now we have mines available. So now this is how we can go about getting more iron ore deposits, which is what we need because we are completely out. So we're going to build a couple of these. Now you can see that with the mines, we start needing several different resources here. We need planks, we need shovels, we need money. So this is where we're starting to get into things where the resources are getting to be above and beyond the usual things. So we're going to go here. Oops. Well, we can do that. I mean, we can click that. We don't really need to. So let's go here. And how many of these are we going to need? So we're still negative 0.4. So let's skill this up. So we're going to click this, get it a couple 3 levels up just by holding this down. All right, so now we're back into the positive. So we are slowly regenerating our iron ore deposits. And that's good. Okay, so now our coal deposits, that I believe was another research project. Yeah, that's coal prospecting. So we can go ahead, put 3 in there. We're still making plenty of shovels. That's going to take us 7 minutes. Let's go ahead and push this forward. 7 minutes. And that's done. So now we have coal prospecting. So now we have coal deposits that we can make here. So get ourselves 3 more mines. We're not going to need 3. Looking at this, we probably only need 1. But we will put 1 there. So now we're back into the green on coal deposits, and everything's good there. So now, if we go back to our quest for red coins, copper ingots, that's where we left off. So now we need to get some forges going, and we're going to build 5 forges, not 6, 5, because that should give us the possibility of getting another upgrade. That should give us an upgrade because we have 10 forges built. So we will see what we have here. Let's take a look once these finish building. Let's see, can I put let's put a few more points into construction speed, level that up, make that a little bit faster. We do have an upgrade. Oh no, here it is. The first time we've seen blue coins. The blue coins do exist, and we're nowhere near actually doing anything with those. And it takes 100,000 blue coins. So yeah, we're not getting this one anytime soon. So there you go. Yes, there are blue coins in the game. So we're going to be stuck on 1 capacity per forge, which is fine. So we're going to get that going. We need 1.5. We'll just hold this down, get that skill up, and that should eventually hit 1.5. And a little bit more. There we go. So now we're using copper ore. Oh, but we're eating into our copper deposits. Okay. So this is going to, eventually we're going to run out of copper ore deposits until we find a way to research those. And I don't know what's actually going to get us that. I'm not sure. There's probably a way to find it, and I just don't know what it is. So, because yeah, right now we're going to run out of copper ore deposits, and I don't know of a way to replenish them. It's going to be something in research. I just don't know what. So we're still slowly eating into those. It's not the worst thing in the world. Now we're eating into them a little bit faster. But we can go here to our copper ingots, and we're going to get those sold. So another thing that has helped us to get a few more red coins. We haven't done that great in terms of finding a whole lot of stuff that's giving us red coins, but we've found a few. Let's see. We can get our hardware store market capacity up for 20,000 yellow coins. Well, we have 2 million. I think we can afford that. So we're good there. Let's see. What else do we have in the hardware store? We have silver ingots. Yeah, that's going to be a bit, I think, because silver ingots, we need silver ore. In order to get the silver ore, we are going to need silver ore deposits, which means we need to be at level 12. So that's going to be a bit further up the road before we get that. What are the other items that are available? Oops, not what I meant to do. Let's see. What other items do we have at the hardware store? Is there anything else that we have coming up here? So we have gears. And in order to get gears, oh yeah, and those are going to take power. So, and we haven't done anything with power yet. So we're a bit away from that. So we may actually be at a point where we need to start focusing on research and stuff like that, and start knocking out some quests before we can get anything else that's going to give us the ability to get more red coins, because most of these other things are starting to get to be a little bit more advanced than we are. So we're going to probably have to start knocking out some research and trying to get some other things in play here before we can start thinking about finding other things that are going to give us red coins. So we might be maxed out here for now. In the meantime, let's turn in these quests. Whoops, I didn't see what that did because I clicked my mouse button again. That gave us something. I don't know what. We have a mine, a couple of quest coins. We built 10,000 refined stone bricks, a couple more quest coins. And now, let's see. Well, once we produce that many iron ingots, that'll give us wood axes, and that'll give us nails. Both of those, I believe, are sold at the hardware store, and that'll give us some quest coins. That'll give us some red coins. Might as well build a pasture. Let's see. Where is a pasture? There it is. And where on the screen is it? So we're going to go back here to the search box. A pasture. There it is. So we're going to build a couple of pastures, and that'll complete that quest, which now we have to produce eggs and milk. And now our fulfillment's back down to 78% because we have all these new things that we have to fulfill. Let's do a little bit of that, and then that'll probably be good for this episode here. So we have a few things. We're going to be getting back into yellow coins here, but that's okay. Hey, yellow coins need love too, even though we have 2.1 million of them. Let's see if we can get some of these things going. So first up, eggs. Eggs. Well, we need animal feed first. So let's go to animal feed. And that takes grain to make animal feed. So we need food mills. So with one more food mill, that does give us an upgrade, which gives us production capacity for food mills. We need 40,000 red coins. We're good there. We'll do that. So now we're going to put some production into animal feed, and we're going to need animal feed for a bunch of stuff. So we got to make a ton of animal feed because you can see all four of these things require animal feed. So we're going to be using a lot of animal feed, and then we need to sell 3 per second just to meet the demands of the town. So this is going to be huge. So we're just going to pump that way up, and we're going to click this because we're going to be using animal feed in a bunch of things. And thankfully, doing all this, it's not eating into our grain production because we're using, now it is. I knew eventually we'd run out because now we're using almost 20 grain per second to make all this animal feed. So, but we are now full on animal feed. So maybe it'll all balance out. We're going to see here. Eggs, we're going to need several pastures. So let's build 8 pastures. As you can see, I'm building things in tens, just because even though we may not use them yet. When you get things to a level of 10, that's where you're going to get your first level of upgrades. So, going to boost up the construction speed a little bit, boost up the construction cost, make it a little bit cheaper. So these will build a little bit faster. Okay, so now we have 10 of these. We do have an upgrade, 75,000. That's going to almost use everything up. So I'm not going to do that right now because we're not even using any of these. Okay, so eggs. And if I remember right, we needed 1.5 eggs per second. So we'll do 3 of those and bump this up just a little bit. Okay, now we can come down here, go to the food market, build a couple of food markets. And 200,000 for the next level of capacity. Can't go wrong with that. So now we've got 16. So we're getting 4 production capacity per food market. 1 there. That takes care of our eggs. Then we have milk. And in order to make milk, we once again need some animal feed and some water. And we need 3.79. So if we do that 4 times and then bump this up a couple of levels, that should get us to where we need to be. Maybe 1 more level. Okay. And then we can sell more. That's going to get us pretty close. Okay, so I'm going to overclock that a bit. So we'll put 1 more into there. And now we're using up animal feed a little bit too quickly. So we do need to get more animal feed going. So we need to get more grain going. Is there something that's going to increase our grain? No. Oh, yeah, grain harvesting speed. 3,000 coins. Okay, so that's going to double our grain harvesting speed. So we're at 113 per second. So we're making grain like crazy now. But now we do have to get some more grain fields. Oh, now we're full there. Okay, so cool. That's all good. And let's see. Let's go back down to the food markets. So the milk, we are selling the milk. And then what do we have here? So we have fertilizer. And for the fertilizer, we need animal feed and water. We need 3.07 of those. And so we need a couple more pastures. Oh, this is where we need the 75,000. Okay, let's do it. So now we have 20 pasture capacity and 10 pastures, so 2 for every 1. So we'll put a few more into here, maybe 1 more, and we're going to bump this up. And now we got to once again increase our animal feed. You can see just how much we got to do with animal feed. We're doing so much with animal feed here because there's 4 different things that use animal feed. So we're going to build several more food mills. just to get our animal feed going, and we're going to bump that way up. So now we go back to fertilizer, and we're also using a little more water. I'm going to fix that in a minute. So we're going to go back to fertilizer. We're now making 3.36. Go here. We're going to need some more general stores. We'll build 4 general stores, which should give us another upgrade. This one we can't afford because it's 200,000. So we'll leave that. 2 more there. So we're now fulfilling everything in our fertilizer. And then animal feed. So if we go to animal feed, now we need 3.07 here. Can we do this and not break it? Oh, we can. How about that? But now we do have to fix water. So let's fix water here. Where is our water? So here we go. Let's get more water generated. We're going to need more. Do we have something that's water capacity here? No, I don't see it. We may have already done it. So we're going to build some more harvester huts. And that's going to give us a bunch more capacity there, because every harvester hut is basically giving us 4 capacity. So water is good. Water springs are now behind. So we need more water springs. Oh, yeah, we can't do that because we don't have anything that's actually giving us water springs. I know there's something that does that, but I can't think of what it is right now. That might also be a research. I'm guessing it is. Probably something that we have to research. Maybe the well. Yep, it's the well. All right, let's do that real quick. Let's bump this a minute because I do want to try and get this one done. I know I've been going a bit here. So we're going to do that. Give us our wells, which now we can get water springs. So here are water springs. So now we can actually put some production into wells. And now we are actually producing water springs again. So the only thing where we're in trouble right now is copper ore deposits. So we will have to rescue that at some point here. Well, I do think that we have done quite a bit here. We've made some progress on our quest for red coins. We've gotten a couple more things that are going to get us there. We're starting to make some iron ingots, starting to make some copper ingots. Those are both helping us out. As you can see, once again, we did some stuff with quests, but aside from that, we did kind of leave that on the side, and we've been focusing more on just doing things within our main screen here, doing some research to try and get us the things that we need in order to fulfill our hunt for red coins. And we're still pretty good on fulfillment. We're at 95%. And you can see now we're making 1,100 experience per second. And we started, I believe, at like 311. So in one session, we've more than tripled our experience per second just as a result of all of the things that we've done in this stream. And we're making 497 coins per second that are yellow and almost 60 per second that are red. So we've doubled that. Still not great, but we will get there. There are going to be more things that are going to help us to get there. And I mean, that could be slow just because we got these things here that are going to, this one takes 100,000 iron ingots. And then we have here, this one here that takes 25,000 iron ingots. And we are slowly but surely making those. And we could bump that up to help us finish these quests faster. And that might be something that we focus on for our next episode. But that is going to be it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked what you saw here, please consider giving me a like. If you like this channel, we do have a few more videos out there right now. Please consider giving it a subscribe. I actually said the word subscribe right the first time this time. I should be proud of myself on that. But yeah, once again, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you being here. I am Rusty Champagne. We will see you later.